Hi everybody, this is Keys2 here. Welcome to my small game that I created based on Jquery. Most of the websites have this classic slide and show model where it depends in a gallery or a small picture view. So I thought, okay, let's use that same logic in Jquery. This game basically uses only one element, that is only one functionality within Jquery, which is slide toggle. There is not much major thing that I've used, but then it's the functionality which I have created, which I thought, okay, let's put it as a small game. This is literally my first game that I've created, so yeah, it's not that great, but should suffice for whatever I intended to do with it. So as you can see the layout, you generate based on the level a small message and the number of click count. The probability favoring you, which is luck, is depends on the number of smileys that are visible over here. There is actually a main div element outside this, and there are 4 sections which individual smileys are present within every div element. It's basically a table, and that whole table is also encapsulated within one div element. The minimum number of clicks is logically 4 smileys, and if you are very lucky, then it's 4 clicks. Okay, so the same changes for beginner, intermediate and expert. Okay, so let's jump into the code. Here is my call of the jQuery script. Next is common variables, only one thing, the number of clicks which I am counting. 2 common functions, one is to print, that is to render to the screen, and other is to get the random number. Okay, coming to main, in the main function I first generate the options and then I draw the main grid. Okay, generate options is basically the button and the options and the initial message and the number of clicks as I specified. Main grid is nothing but just the plain vanilla main grid without any content like I specified. These are 4 sections, and within outside this there is a div element. Now within the div element, here is a sample pattern on how I am trying to fill it. There is a table and table row. Every table definition has the div element flip. Check will be, you can replace check, I'll just put check, but you can replace with image or whatever you like in between. Okay, now first element, let's see, draw the options and draw the main grid. So in generate grid, that is based on level, how I am doing it is, first I have the grid counts, next I clear whatever is supposed to be there, that is main grid in an HTML, the number of clicks displayed in the screen, the number of clicks global variable, and the message that is supposed to be displayed. Now based on the level that I have selected, I'll select the grid XY and some message. Next I'll fill the grid and initiate the logic. In fill the grid, basically what I'm doing is I'm just creating the same pattern. It is a classic bubble sort. Okay, so as per Y and as per X I fill it, and this should be self-explanatory. Table dot div, and I'm attaching the smiley over here. It is based on some folder over here. You can change the location of the smiley over here. Okay, so once this is done, I'll collect everything into a filler, and that filler I'm putting it into the main grid, which is basically the table part. Okay, once that is done, I'll initiate the game. Note that for every flip I have assigned some style. This style is to make sure that no matter what the image size is, it's going to align the same. You can go ahead and toggle with it and suit it to your needs. In the game engine, what's happening is there is a document.ready in which I am calling assign flip click for every flip ID. That is basically the div element, and I am looping it through. And inside click event of that flip ID, I am getting a random number. I am getting the random flip ID now because of this, and then I will slide toggle it. Plus over that I will update the number of click counts. Just to note that if you take this same code and if you put it inside the document.ready, that is if you put $document.ready function, and within that if you put this section, and instead of dollar this, you put the dollar flip ID, it will not work the right way. The reason for being which is if you put it inside the ready function, that is if you put it here, and if you put dollar flip ID dot click and whatever I have written here, except that excluding this line, what happens is it always seems to take the last flip ID. That is, there are 4 elements here. This is 0, 1, 2, 3. It always takes dollar flip 3 for some reason. If I put the click event directly under the document.ready, so that's the reason I separated it. Though the logic will work either way, because we are going to take a random flip ID. The right way of making it work is this way. Over here you can try giving an alert of dollar this dot id and the random flip ID generated, and you will notice that it does its work the right way. And basically that's about it in this game. This is logically my first game that I created, so just wanted to see how it fares well. Thank you for watching.